People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the differences in the meds call it news with a buzz. This is not your typical run-of-the-mill mama and papa blogging. No, this is blogging that takes you on top of the roof or under the cellar with mother hen and our little chickadees. This one is called Hope for the Best but Expect the Worst. I am speaking about two cases, or a case that is supposed to come up very soon as it pertains to that lady, the suspect Bradshaw, that took away the baby mother and also child of Philip Paulwell. And to a lesser extent, I am speaking about the Beachy Stout case that is presently in the court system. Now we've seen the lawyer for Mrs. Leoda Bradshaw make some comments, some statements, and she sounds very positive about the outcome. She claims that she finds it a very strange thing that the Popo, meaning Fitzbailey, is making all sorts of statements and remarks outside of social media and social media. Those things are supposed to happen in the court. She claimed that there's a lot of misinformation, false information out there as it pertains to the evidence, as it pertains to stuff that people are saying on social media in a real life. So pretty much she has said, listen, don't be surprised if we see this lady walk. Don't be surprised if we see that lady gets bail and is on the streets as her case proceeds in the courts. Now people, if that happens, I think that hell is going to freeze over. If that happens, then Jamaica is really worse than we think. Because based on what I know, based on the evidence that the Popo have, this lady is as guilty as sin. There is no such thing as a perfect crime. However, I think that this lady connect everything that she did from day one until the last day in which she was arrested. This was the worst crime ever committed. There were all sorts of stuff that was out there, and the Popo, they connected all the dots and they crossed all the T's and they dotted all the I's. So therefore, I do not care or even listen or give any sorts of credibility to what this lawyer is saying. Her name is Miss Martin. Because here's the thing. These lawyers are paid a retainer, which is a handsome retainer. Whenever they get this money, they feel as if they are supposed to go in court and prance and act as if they have some sorts of smoking gun that nobody knows about. And whenever this BOMB shell drops, people mouth and jaw are going to drop. However, people, I think I can safely say in this case, as it pertains to Leoda Bradshaw, she will be convicted. However, this is Jamaica, like them say, hope for the best and expect the worst. Now, as it pertains to Mr. Beachy Stout, the case that is presently in our courts, this is the businessman, rich man that took away wife number 1 and wife number 2, coincidentally, as it pertains to Paulwell, baby mother number 1, baby mother number 2. In this case, wife number 1, wife number 2 gone. Now, in this case, we see a person that plead guilty and got 19 years. His name is Mr. Denvelin Minot. He is now the state witness, the key witness. However, his testimony is shaky. On top of the fact that he is illiterate, it seems as if he also has dementia. It seems as if he also has some sorts of memory loss in him head. Therefore, him sick, him head no good, him not have too much memory. And the reason why I say this is the fact that in the case, in the court, he has been making a whole bunch of claims in which most person are going to look over them glasses and say, hold on a minute here. This youth is not the most handsome youth. However, him claims he had some sorts of SEXUAL experience with Beachy Stout's wife. People, me nah say it not happen because maybe him full of skill, him full of craft, him full of charisma, and it is not reflected in the way that he looks or the way that he acts. And maybe that lady had seen something in him that maybe you and I as a man or average person would not have seen. Now, the first day that this trial started, or the first couple of days when this trial started, we had conversation, me and some people in law enforcement locally and Jamaica. And them a say, they no see the key witness, Denvelin Minot, him a tell a whole bunch of lies. His statements are inconsistent. Now what inconsistent statements mean in a court is lies. That means him say one thing and then the next day him say the polar opposite thing. Even more disturbing, people involved in law enforcement in Jamaica said to me, don't be surprised if Mr. Beachy Stout walks because of this witness. And even more disturbing, the system does what the system wants to do. The system is programmed. When the person tell me that, may I say to myself, it is not as if me never know. However, when persons involved in a law enforcement in a Jamaica think about the system like that, it is reasons to be concerned. One of the things that the man said, he claimed that on the first time that he met Beachy Stout, that was when Beachy Stout offered him $3 million to take away his wife, Tonian. When he gave his testimony in a court, it was completely different. He claims that the Popo were the one that doctored up his statements. He tried to make all sorts of excuses, claiming that he is illiterate. That means that him can't read, him comprehension skill is below the abyss of hell. So therefore, if him see him name upon some sorts of bulla, he might turn round and name it. So when we take into consideration that his statement that he gave to the Popo initially is different from his testimony in a court. When we take into consideration when he spoke about those attempts in which he tried to take away Tonian, at least 4 different occasions he claimed. He said his first attempt was in April, and then him come back and him say no, a June, and then him come back and him say no, a July. People, any average jury would look at a witness, especially key witness, witness numero uno, that is telling lie, whether it is exaggerated, whether it is over sensationalized, it does not look good in any sort of court of law. So me have to wonder if the defense I bribe this man for going to the court go tell lie, and people, I am not incriminating anybody, but me just say this is fumbleina, meaning that them a drop the ball in the worstest way. This is lack of preparation, lack of a coordinated effort by the prosecution and the witness. So it makes me want to wonder if all of these people, the system they are called, the Body Club, are acting, collaborating together to throw away this case. So when we see what is going on in both of these cases, Bradshaw and the Beachy Stout case as it pertains to this witness, it is reason to be concerned that our worst fear could actually manifest, that Beachy Stout could actually beat this case, and possibly even Bradshaw, because here's the facts in Jamaica. These lawyers, they have these judges like a puppet on a string. They have them by the BALLS because of the decisions that we see they make as it pertains to bail, as it pertains to time, as it pertains to the sentencing guideline, as it pertains to the gang Amendment Act. People, we have to wonder, we have to ponder if these people are really acting in the best interest of the people of Jamaica, or are they acting in the best interest of the body club, the system. Because when we look at the playing field in Jamaica, we see that there's a big difference, polar opposite, big discrepancy in the way that poor people are treated. If you're not a part of the body club, if you're not a part of that membership that has its privilege, then you will not be given the type of justice that you truly deserve. It is for the rich, the good justice, and then the bad justice for the poor. Find out which category that you fall under, and then you will know what type of justice or what you can expect from the system. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like this, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself.